Hi there and welcome back to Japan, where I'm going to be checking out BabyMetal's Taro. I just did a reaction and review of Amore, and basically I'm working my way through this part of the latest, for now, BabyMetal album, in part of my bid to listen to every single BabyMetal song so that we can draw up a top 10. So anyway, we're on to Taro now. Let's see, the last song, Amore, did actually add something nice to a little bit of contrast to BabyMetal's normal material. So let's see, will Taro do the same? I feel good about it already. This is like a Eurovision arena pop song. Yeah, we've gone into like Norwegian Viking songs now with a cheesy pop sound, but I like it. I think this is the first time I remember hearing BabyMetal use like a tripleted beat. It really works. Like that little dropping guitar line there, that was cool. I don't know if that's a guitar or not. If it is, it's for a lot of effects, but I like this solo. It's melodic, but quite, just cool melody though. Very counter to the rest of the song. And speaking of counter to the rest of the song, yeah, we're getting some nice little changes up in this bridge. Fantastic. That actually serves to highlight, amongst other things, the one of the best qualities about BabyMetal is they can get away with. Sometimes I wonder if they don't play this trick as much as they should. But hearing these album tricks, these album album songs, and getting to feel more positive about the BabyMetal catalogue, because it does seem like they are aware of their quality, which, as I was going to say, is that they can get away with something which is dangerously cheesy by making it work. And this song in any other context, if this was the first song you heard by a band, be honest, even if you're a BabyMetal band fan, you'd be like, it's a bit cheesy, but it works. And when you see it coming from an artist who's built up a reputation the way they have, and there's got a lot of genuine respect from genuine rockers, I hope these sorts of tracks are well accepted, as they seem to be, because they encourage maybe the hard nut metalers and people who are maybe a little bit set in their ways when it comes to metal to take on board something which is a bit different, something which has a bit of a light feel to it. I said that the melody was very sort of almost classical, and it reminded me of like some sort of big jolly Viking sing-along song. To be honest, it actually, the more I thought about it, along with everything else, it kind of sounded actually more like a football chant. Like da, 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 da. It had that sort of feel to it. It was very much a big sing-along melodic song, but with, instead of being like an arena metal song, it was a big melodic song with a pop sensibility to the writing. It was written in a very pop sort of way. The guitars, what I liked about the guitars is that they weren't playing perhaps in a normal metal way. They were stabbing hard, and there was a lot of distortion and compression and all the sorts of things you'd expect. But with what they were actually playing was kind of, it could have really been any instrument. It was guitars for the sake of making this, a baby metal song, but it could have been any instrument because it was just playing this really nice progression. If you go back and you listen to just the chords and just to be honest, rhythm guitar is doing in that, it's really interesting. The little changes are nice. The sort of little harmonies inside of just the guitar notes are fantastic. There's little runs of notes which wonderfully counter the melody, considering it's quite a slow progressing song. The tempo's quite low. Those little touches of writing to the guitar really helped to make the song very interesting. The drums were much of a muchness. They just seemed to just be accenting the rhythm that was already there. They didn't really add anything to it, but again, they were just playing the sort of part you'd expect to. I think this was more about taking what is essentially on paper a pop song and giving it the metal credibility that the band can give automatically, but obviously you have to reinforce by making sure it still sounds like metal. Yeah, I get the feeling this is probably one of those songs where you guys are going to tell me that this is much better live, and I can imagine this would be fantastic live, but, I've listened to a lot of live songs, so I'm just getting my ears around some of the studio stuff. Don't be offended. But, yeah, no, that was a good song. I think, interesting enough, obviously we just got off the back of listening to Amore, which is the song before it on the album, and there's a curious thing that both those songs seem to be very anthemic and have quite slow but large-scale melodies. Sorry, I got a creaky chair. But whereas Amore went for a backing that was ultra-kinetic as a counter to the melody, this sort of all fitted into that tempo. The experimentation here wasn't so much on the sort of writing side as it was on just, like I say, there wasn't so much experimentation, but just attention to the detail of like the chord progressions and everything. Because this is one of those songs where it could have been delivered in maybe too straightforward of a way, because like I say, it seems to come from such a simple basis. It's like a football chant. But, I think this was, I don't want to say saved, because it was good in every single aspect of it. It's enjoyable, but it was brought into being a worthy song by the attention to the chord pattern. I think that's really what to me sold this one. So yeah, it was one of those melodies anyone could have written it in a football crowd. The rhythm was nice to, like I say, nice to hear him doing a tripleted beat. That was another thing which makes this stand out. But I think there was just, for quite a minimalist metal song, all of the things were in the right place. Again, is it going to be a top 10 option? I think it's certainly not a bad song. It probably would be in my top half of BabyMetal songs, perhaps. But it's a hard one to say, actually. I like a lot of their songs. But I don't think it's going to be a top 10, to be honest. But again, like I said with Amore, it does add a nice contrast to their overall catalogue. I am hoping, therefore, the next song I'll be listening to, therefore, is Syncopation. If the video is not up, it will be up very soon, and thank you for being early on watching this one. But Syncopation, I'm therefore hoping, as it's the next track on the album, we've had two big melody ones. I'm hoping Syncopation goes for something a little bit more mental. Let's see where that goes, just as contrast, like I say. But for now, from Japan, you can either skip over to the next video, or you can take a break. Ciao.